Don't forget to bring a towel.
Hey guys, Talu006 back again with a very special episode of Grinding to Victory, the series in which I analyze and interpret what I need to do to get better in Call of Duty Blackout. So why this episode is so special is that I am playing on PC. I've been playing PC, the PC edition of Blackout for a couple days now. Been using my training exercise to get used to moving with WASD, making sure I'm sprinting all the time. It's really hard to remember that I gotta keep pressing shift, moving my fingers around a lot. Every time you lift that finger off a W, you gotta hit sprint again. So just getting used to that kind of stuff. The aiming with the mouse is coming back to me. Like I said in previous episode, I used to play games like Rainbow Six back in the early 2000s, late 90s when PC gaming was really starting to boom. Aiming with my mouse is not a stranger to me, and it's starting to come back really well. As you've seen that first kill, I know that guy landed down there. He's going to be coming around the corner because he saw me land there. I just pre-aim. I don't miss a shot. Mozu, three quick shots with the Mozu, and he's no more. But yeah, starting to get a little better with the movement. The game is the same, essentially. How you rotate through the map is still the same. It's important. Making sure you find the right loot and loadout. Making sure you're keeping your guns reloaded. All that's the same. Really, the only thing I'm getting used to here is the movement factor and key binds. And I find myself not using equipment as much in the PC build of the game as opposed to the PlayStation, because PlayStation's just so easy. The trigger's right there to throw your grenades and use equipment, and I have to consciously think to press. I have the keybind F for my equipment. I gotta consciously think that yes, I need to press F. And I just find myself that I'm not using my equipment as much as I should. I do throw a couple here. You'll see in the later part of the game that I still have that problem where I go to throw a grenade into a window and I hit the edge of the window and it doesn't do anything. That's what ends up costing me this game, I feel. But we'll elaborate more on that when the time comes. So, again, just working on getting better. Moving around, I decided I would land what I thought was going to be a hot drop zone here at Estates, but it was actually quite quiet. I only had the one partner here at this side of the Estates. I did see a guy earlier in the distance towards the traditional raid map from Black Ops 2, so I'm being mindful of that. Just trying to get looted up here. Judging by where the circle is and the path that the plane took, I'm not worried about anybody up on the North Hill to my north. It would be a very surprising and stupid play to go up there, because there really isn't an easy way down once you do get up there. You gotta go very, very wide, or you gotta take some fall damage. So I choose to come up over this wall, try to get an angle, get behind this guy that I saw earlier from the raid map. See if I can get an angle on him, get behind him. I'm going to spot him here, jumps out. Very smart strategy not to take that shot. I'm only running a Maddox and a Spitfire. They're not the best long range guns in the game. So smart not to take those shots and give away position. Now I'm just listening, seeing if he was going to run into my side of the map, but I hear him stop. Zoom in. There he is. Feed him some bullets. Okay, we got to push now. Nice slide to dodge the bullets. Where is he? I get lucky he misses that shot. He feels like he's behind cover behind that tree, but I can shoot through it and I get to kill the Maddox. Nice clean kill, didn't take any damage. He's got a trauma kit on him. You'll notice that the looting and inventory is quite different from PC to PS4. This is so nice. I'm looting this quick. You can see everything. It's just mouse clicks. Unfortunately, the capture program that I use doesn't pick up the cursor. I think I have to change a setting in that. So it just kind of looks like I'm ghost clicking, but I do have a cursor in game. And yeah, the inventory, the looting is so nice. It's so quick. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. It's not terrible on the PlayStation 4, don't get me wrong, but I do have a scuff controller. I do have my left and right buttons on the inner paddles of my scuff controller, so looting is actually tolerable for PS4 because I have that scuff impact controller. Allows me to map those buttons, those paddles underneath, so I chose to use it in that sense. I know other guys are they like to keep their 4 paddles as the 4 shape buttons on the right hand side of the controller, but I chose to go that way just to help with looting. But if you had to make the choice, PC all the way when it comes to looting. It's such a joy. It's such an easy to use system. Left click pick up or use, right click drop or detach. It's so nice. It's so simple. So if you're not familiar with the Blackout map, I'm on the north end of the map, just east of Estates here. I thought I brought up the map and I could have analyzed, where I was and why I was playing the way I did, but I don't have that visual for you. But the circle stayed north of the map, so I wanted to stay on that back side because, again, the way the flight path was, the way the circle was laid out, I knew that there would be nobody on that north side rotating that way. I was thinking someone might rotate in from like Hydro Dam on the north side, because that's what I would have did with this situation if I had landed there. So you'll see me, I'll go up on the roof and I take a peek to the east just to make sure I'm not getting flanked by anyways. There's a good shot of the map. I'm up on the north hand side there. I get lucky with zone again with the next circle. It's not too far away. So we're going to keep playing this north ridge of the map, since we know that no one will be behind us. Overall, when I was watching this gameplay back, I felt, even while I was playing, I felt I was playing this round really, really well. I was playing it, slow, not necessarily camping, but just kind of getting into an area, making sure it's clear, slow playing, and making sure that I'm not visible. I get into some houses and I'm peeking windows, just trying to play slow, and I end up with some perks that allow me to be quiet, silent footsteps. I get dead silence and skulker, and actually get 2 nice kills using those perks, which is always a good feeling. So there you saw me. I peeked over to the east. The zone wall is there. No one was being pushed in, so immediately I'm feeling safe towards the east. Another quick peek. I'm gonna head up the west hill back to where I came from. That's the short side of the zone. It's always smart to play the short side of the zone just because the zone moves in slower that way, and there's less likely of a chance of somebody coming out from the zone on that angle, on that short side. So it's a good strategy. A lot of people do it. You can look at it in the point of view that more often than not, everybody else is going to be playing that way. So if you want to play aggressive or you're looking for those kills, playing that short side, you're more likely to run into some people that way, because everybody's going to be playing that short side of the zone. As long as you are mindful of your cover and where your exit points are, you're going to get kills playing that short side and not have the danger of being shot in the back, as long as you keep your back to that zone. Never stop looting. I find a cluster grenade. I don't have room for it. I'm going to drop that Molotov because the cluster grenade is more powerful than a Molotov. You're not really killing people with Molotovs. The strategy I use when I carry Molotovs is when they're hiding behind cover, I'll throw it to one side to draw them out the other side, and I can pre-aim, pre-fire, and hopefully get that kill. But you're not necessarily killing people with Molotovs. If you do, it's very lucky. It's a very specific situation. Maybe he's already hurt, no heals. But, a guy's got 200 health. A Molotov's not going to kill him because he can just walk out of the fire. And you really only get 30, 40 damage done to a guy that way. But so drop the Molotov, get the cluster grenade. I believe I find another cluster grenade in this house, and I'll do the same thing. I'll drop another Molotov. Oh, there we go again. Just reiterating what we learned in episode 2. The house before this, I had picked up an extended fast mag for the Spitfire, and I didn't reload it. It's not the worst thing in the world because technically I did have a full magazine of the regular size. That would be no different than if I didn't have extended mags. But why have 34 bullets in the mag when you can have 51? So a little mistake there. I won't be too hard on myself because technically my magazine was full, but it could have been fuller. But there I find another 45 cal on the ground. Might as well get full ammo. I noticed that I wasn't reloaded. Just get that extra bullets into the magazine, and I can pick up the extra. I notice a lot of players online when I'm watching streamers and other YouTube players that they only pick up ammo for the guns that they have. And I always found that weird because ammo doesn't take up an inventory spot. You can carry max ammo for every kind. And the way I look at it is that the less ammo that's on the ground, the less ammo that can be used against you. So, if you're running a KN57, you're using 7.62, and there's an enemy in the area that's using, say, an ICR that uses 5.56. You pick up all that 5.56, he's going to have less ammo to use against. So here, you can see down in the bottom center that I'm running dead silence. This guy doesn't hear me coming. Again, smart not to take those first shots to give away our position. Get in nice and close to where I know that I'm going to get that kill guaranteed. My gun is silenced, but again, I'm just making sure that no one was around to hear that or see that. So before going into looting, I just scout the area. Very well done. I don't feel like I'm in danger here, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to loot this guy. Really smart plays. While I was watching this back, I was having a really hard time finding any mistakes that I had made. This ends up being one. If you notice there, I dropped a stack of first aid kits to pick up the trauma kit, and then I drop another stack of 10 first aid kits to pick up the med kits, and there was only one. The guy had only one med kit in. I don't notice it. I don't. I end up with less heals essentially by picking up 150 med kit and dropping 250 worth of first aids. So a little mistake there. It ends up not really being an issue because of the way I die, but it was still a mistake. I should have kept the stack of first aids. If I had gotten past the guy that I died to, I would have needed them eventually. So here, my dead silence ran out, but I do a good job of hanging on to Skulker, not running them together. So my steps are still silent. A little bit of a mistake there by throwing the cluster grenade too far. I give away my position, but luckily this is a passive player. He's a little spooked by my presence, doesn't really know what to do. I get an easy kill. I still haven't taken any damage in this game. Playing it really smart, playing it really well. Again, not going for the loot right away. Actually don't even go loot that guy at all. But I don't know if you could hear over the commentary, but while I was scouting out the area and looting that last guy on the hill here, lots of sniper shots going on in the area over to the southwest there. So I didn't want to, be a sitting duck and just laying there for someone with an SDM or a paladin just to pick me off easy. So I chose not to loot that guy. He could have had another trauma kit. He could have had more heals. He could have had, he could have had a sniper himself that I could have quickly exchanged my attachments for and whatnot. Could have been sitting in a little bit better situation. But here's where the hands start getting shaky. I got 4 kills on the board. There's 7 other players left. I take a deep breath. Let's play this slow. Let's play it smart. I'm gonna camp a little bit in here. I want to wait for this circle to move in and see where the next one's gonna be. Not a bad tactic. Not the most aggressive or not the most flashy. Not the most viewer friendly, but we're trying to get wins here, guys. And camping is a legitimate tactic. I don't like doing it personally. If you've seen other of my gameplays, I go out guns blazing. I try to play as smart as possible, but as exciting as possible. But here is a situation. I'm pretty new to PC Blackout, and I just wanted to play this slow. So, there was only about a minute left until the circle finished moving in. Let's see where the next circle is and see where I need to readjust my positioning. In the meantime, 3 people have gone down since then. We got 4 others left. Circle moves in. I got circle lock. It's pretty open in the last circle, so I'm not feeling too comfortable now because I don't have those long range guns and I can hear all the snipers out in the distance. Should be able to hear some footsteps coming up on me behind, so I'm keeping an eye out. I hear them walk by. Spot him out the window. Let's go in for the kill. Good little tag. Good slide to avoid damage. I got him trapped in here. So here I'm thinking I'm going to want to throw a grenade in there. And all I do is I fuck it up. I mess it up. Get it on the windowsill. My hands are super shaky right now at this moment, so I disengage. Let's get that trauma kit boosted up. Back up to 200 health. I get lucky that there's a fresh level 1 here. I'm expecting this guy to push right here, so I pre-aim the cluster grenade. I can just throw it in that window and close the door. I might be safe. Lucky that there's a fresh level 1 here. I'm going to need it. tag him up again. And we get into the last little bit. Here's the main lesson. The only thing I really did wrong is that I kind of got impatient with the fight. I go to throw a cluster grenade. I don't get contact. I go to push while he's distracted. He threw a cluster grenade at the same time. It was just bad timing to go out. I shouldn't have did it like that. That's PC Blackout. If you want to check out my progress, check out the first 2 episodes on the links that you see on the screen. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.